Again, don't worry about how easy the questions are. Worry about more the process, okay, which is what I want you to really get used to, especially if you don't remember doing this last year. Okay, so first thing, here's my story. There's a variable m, and we see that 9 is being added to it. So we're going to use the inverse operation of adding 9, which is subtract 9. And that's going to isolate our variable. So left side, right side, line in the middle, minus 9, minus 9. So we get that m equals 3. So to make that equation true, they're saying that m has to be 3. So let's do our check. So wherever you see the m, we replace it with 3. And we make sure, and we see if the expression on the left is equal to the expression on the right. And you can clearly see that 3 plus 9 is 12, which equals 12 on the other side. That means that our whole thing is correct. Second, again, my variable is k. What's happening to it? 7 is being added to it, plus 7. And again, to get rid of that, so if somebody added 7 and I want to remove that, I'm going to use the inverse operation, which is subtract 7. So left side, right side. I subtract 7 over here and subtract 7 on that side. You always do the same thing to each side of the equation. So minus 7 and 7 goes away. I'm left with k. Negative 24, negative 7 is negative 31. Please use your calculators. Let's check. So 7, let me change colors, plus k equals negative 24. 7 plus negative 31, that's the value of k, equals negative 24. That's negative 24. So 7 plus negative 31, who's going to win? The negatives. Why? Because they have more. How many more? 24. We are good. Let's scroll down. No. Ooh. 1, 2. Okay, let's put it right there. Right. Okay, so variables a, 2.3 is being added to it. So I'm going to do the inverse operation, which is subtract 2.3. So I'm going to subtract 2.3 from each side. Oops. Minus 2.3. So this goes away. A is all by itself, which was good. And then the answer to that is 7.42. Positive. Let's check. So they're saying that A has to be 7.42. So if I replace that with 7.42 and I add that to 2.3, hang on a second. No, there's something wrong here. 2. Wait, oh yeah, there's a mistake. 7.4. I get that. See? Equals 9.72. No, that's still wrong. I'm sorry. What am I doing wrong? In a second. Oh my god. That's a 2. 7 minus 3 is 4. 9 minus 2 is 7. Alright, so I was right in the beginning. So 7.42 plus 2.3 equals 9.72. Let's see if I'm right. 7.42 times 2 plus 2.3, it is indeed 9.72, which equals 9.72 on the other side. Huh. Next one. So here's my variable c. What's happening to it? Somebody added 4 7s to it. So in order to undo that, I'm going to subtract 4 7s on both sides, left and right. So I'm going to do minus 4 7s. I'm going to do minus 4 7s. And these two plus 4 7 minus 4 7 goes away, and I'm left with c. And I have no idea what that is, so give me a second. And we're going to get 3/5. Is it 3/5? And we're going to get 4 7. That's going to give us 1 and 6 or 35. Okay, negative. No. No, that's fine. Yeah, negative. So if I, to check, negative 3/5 equals C plus 4 over 7. So again, we can put this in our calculators. Negative 3/5. What's C? Negative 1 and 6 over 35, right? Equals 4/7. If I do that, sorry, this is plus. Will I get that negative 3/5 equals negative 3/5 on both sides? If you do, you know that our answer is correct. Next one is a W. So here's my variable W. What's happening to it? Somebody added 2.5 to it. And in order to undo that, I'm going to subtract 2.5. Oops, write that. So left side, right side, minus 2.5. And I'm going to subtract minus 2.5. This goes away. W equals, Okay, so 6 2/3. What's the other one? 2.5. You're going to get negative 9 1/6. Negative 9 1/6. Okay, so check your work. 2.5 plus W equals negative 6 2/3. So 2.5 plus negative 9 1/6. Does that really give you negative 6 2/3? It definitely looks like it does. Okay. Again, you're free to use your calculators to check the calculations. A headache. All right, so next two. Variables H. What's happening to it? Somebody added 4.8 to it. So to undo that, we're going to subtract 4.8. Left and right side, minus 4.8, minus 4.8. Becomes 0, H comes down, 5, it's 7, 12 minus 4 is 8, 18.7. Let's see if that's true. Let's plug it in. 4.8 plus H, 23.5 equals 4.8, and we're going to replace the H with 18.7. Are they equal to each other? We can do that right here, no calculator. 5, carry 1, 12, 13, 23. Yep, they're equal to each other. Here's my variable B. Now what's happening to it? Somebody subtracted 12. So in order to undo that, I'm going to add 12 to both sides. So I'm going to do plus 12 over here, plus 12 over here. Goes away. B equals negative 11 is what I have left over. So let's see if that's true. So if I replace the B, so negative 12 plus negative 11, will that really equal negative 23? Yes, it will. Those are addition equations. Now we're going to do the subtraction ones. Again, I know you're getting tired, but bear with me because it's just a matter of you getting used to the process. And once you get used to the process, the more comfortable you are going to be. So, and we have a variable m. Somebody took 4 away from it, minus 4. So in order to undo that, we're going to do plus 4. So left and right. Plus 4, this one is easy. M equals negative 1. So to check, replace the m with negative 1. Is negative 1 minus 4 really negative 5? Yes, it is. Again, we have a variable w. Somebody minus 23. So to undo that, we're going to add plus 23. So left and right side. So I get 23. Going to do plus 23 on both sides. 23 goes away because minus 23 and plus 23 are opposites. So we are left with w. And negative 34 and plus positive 23 is going to be negative 11. Let's see if that's true. So if I replace a w with negative 11, will this give me negative 34? And negative 11 minus 23 is definitely negative 34. Oh no. Right. Let's do that. Variables k. Somebody removed negative 34.2. So I'm going to make that back by adding 34.2. If I add 34.2 to both sides, that isolates my variable. K is all by itself. 34.2, 11.4. Let's say 12 minus 4 is 8. 3 minus 1 is 2. Gives me 22.8 positive. That's what I got. Let's see if that's true. So if I remove the k and I substitute it with 22.8, and 22.8 minus 34.2, will it really give me negative 11.4? Yes, it will. Fractions, yay. Fraction is b. No, pick a different color. B. What's happening to b? Somebody subtracted 7/8. So in order to undo that, we're going to add 7/8. So left and right side, let's do plus 7/8 and plus 7/8. And these two 7/8 go away. B comes down. So let's do negative 4/9 plus 7/8. We have to find a common denominator. It's going to be 72. Negative 32 plus 63. It's going to be something over 72. Negative 31. My answer is going to be negative 31 over 72. And hopefully it's correct. So let's copy the original equation. And we're going to substitute b with negative 31 over 72. Minus 7 or 8. And then, like I said, you're welcome to do this in your calculator. And hopefully it is correct. Please double check. Okay. I am not. Right, 3 more simple problems to do. Ugh. So here's my variable v. What's happening to it? Somebody subtracted 3 4/5. So to undo that, I'm going to add 3 4/5 to both sides. So I'm going to go divide into half, left and right. I'm going to add 3 4/5 here. I'm going to add 3 4/5 over this side. Oops. So those go away. V comes down. So what is 1/7 plus 3 4/5? So 1/7 plus, let's see, 15, 19 over 5. You got 35. 5 plus 3, 6. It gives me 138 over 35. And I'm going to leave it like that and hope that I'm right. So when I check, right, I'd rather leave it in improper fraction. So I'm going to get v, which is 138 over 35. Now subtract 3 4/5 and see that it equals 1 over 7. Oh my god. All right, let's just do this. 138 over 35. I change that to 19 over 5. Okay. Then I change this to 35 again. That's a common denominator. Times 7. Times 7 is 133. So again, remember, and that is going to give me 5 over 35. And 5 over 35 simplifies to 1 over 7, which equals the 1 over 7 on the other side. So all that was good. Plus 9 on each side. Nope, sorry. Here's my variable t. I'm going to add 20. Sorry, somebody subtracted 23.1 from me. Sorry, my variable is t. Somebody subtracted minus 23.1. So in order to undo that, I'm going to add 23.1. So add 23.1. I'm going to add 23.1 on that side as well. Cross it out, that's t. So 23.1 minus 9. It's going to give us, I have no idea, 14.1. There you go. Positive. So my original equation was this. No, not that. Equals negative 9. So let's substitute. I have 14.1 minus 23.1 equals negative 9. Put down your calculator and you'll see that you get negative 9 equals negative 9. That was not that bad. Last one, it's really simple. Left and right side, what's my variable? P. What's happening to it? Minus 23. So to undo that, I'm going to add 23. So let's add 23 to both sides. 23. Cross it out. P comes down. Negative 45 plus 23 is negative 22. Check. P equals negative, what is that? 23. Sorry. So it's, the original equation is P minus 23 equals negative 45. So substitute. Change the P with negative 22. Minus 23 equals negative 45. Negative 45. Negative 22 and negative 23 equals negative 45, which equals negative 45 on that side. So again, well, good. So this should have been relatively simple for you guys, okay? But again, it's good to get familiar with the steps.